Hello, this is Travis Truman. I have made this second video in my series of truth-based videos to discuss the issue of arson attacks on society. Now, firstly, the arsonist is a tortured victim creation of society, his evil lie-based society. He was subjected to lies, myths, and child abuse by his society, and that was sponsored and facilitated by his society via the family unit structure, which is utterly lie-based and evil. Now, by evil, I don't mean some kind of supernatural force. I just mean very lie-based, very having a lot of illegitimacy and having very bad and deliberate intent to harm children on a massive scale, not on a personal scale, but a massive social scale. Now, the arsonist is simply like a serial killer. He is attacking his enemy, society, and trying to do it harm and damage. But he's usually not as enraged and angry as the serial killer. So his actions are, not as intended to be as damaging and destructive to human beings. Now, many arsonists may not realize this forbidden truth. They may not know the motivations in a conscious, intellectualized way. They may just feel, and correctly so, that they want to do these actions, and they have every right to do them. Every right. And society has got no right to pass any of its illegitimate moral judgments, let alone punitive punishments, because of their chosen life path activities. Now, there are basically two types of arsonists. The first type, which I'll discuss only briefly, is only trying to damage property. He doesn't intend to murder or harm human beings. Now, the second type of arsonist, who is usually much more insightful and much more victimized by his society, is either lighting fires to damage property in the hope that the fire will spread and burn humans to death, or he is directly attempting to burn humans to death by, say, chaining them up, dousing them with petrol, and setting them on fire. Now, this type of arsonist, he is motivated by much deeper rage. But even so, if he was to burn hundreds of human beings to death with no remorse, and he would go out and do it again, he has still every right to do this. He is just reflecting his life experiences as shown by his lie-based society. The fact of the matter is the society kills and murders and destroys on a scale much greater than any individual could ever possibly hope to achieve. It does this via wars, abortion-based murders, and other forms as well, even environmental pollution and destruction of the environment. Society is guilty of heinous genocides, and is in no moral position to pass any legitimate judgment, let alone punishment, even on this class of arsonist. The arsonist who wishes to attack society and possibly murder human beings via arson attacks, needs to have very specific equipment. He can't take taxis or public transport because these things are traceable and often have cameras. What he needs to do is either have his own vehicle, which he is sure is not being followed or has a police tracking device installed, which we might come to later, but also that he has made timing devices. Now, one of the most successful arsonists, the most famous arsonists of all time, was John Leonard Orr. And he was a arson investigator, a senior and respected arson investigator in California. Now, what he did is he made timers. All he did is he bought a packet of cigarettes. He took a cigarette and then along the white part, not the filter, but the white part of that cigarette, he attached via a rubber band several matches. And next to these matches, in them, he had some paper, and you can add some accelerant to that too. Not on the cigarette. It mustn't touch the cigarette, but on, say, a rag or something like that. If he's a dry rag, just a very small amount. You don't want too much, and surround that with other flammable materials.